9th of January 2025. Hi guys, welcome to Rants, the comedy and tragedy of living in Singapore. So what's new? Some interesting videos have been making their rounds on social media. They show a group of people harassing PSP volunteers at Choa Chu Kang.
You can go to the table first. You go up to the table first. And you know this is a leaf carving.
The volunteers were making home visits and distributing flyers at HDB blocks. As you can see from the videos, the troublemakers were taking pictures and filming the volunteers at close range. The worst incident involved a man in black physically intimidating a petite PSP female volunteer. He intruded into her personal space and aggressively filmed her against her will. This act of harassment made her feel very unsafe and violated, so she filed a police report the next day. Ms. Lo Yen Ling responded with a very long post on Facebook. So let me pick out a few salient points. I quote, "One of our PAP volunteers, whom I will call Male Volunteer 1, was getting out of the lift to join his team. He was held back by a PSP member. That PSP member was joined by another 2 male PSP members who stepped into the lift. One of them then went on to intimidate Male Volunteer 1 and slapped his face twice, once in the lift and another time in the corridor. And all this while, my Male Volunteer 1 was also being insulted with the use of derogatory terms. That same afternoon, another member of the team, whom I will call Male Volunteer 2, was also taunted by the same male PSP member who had attacked and insulted Male Volunteer 1 earlier. Male Volunteer 2 used his phone to record the PSP members' actions and insults. That same afternoon, Male Volunteer 2 was confronted by another 2 PSP male members. One of the PSP members reached out for Male Volunteer 2 and forcibly pulled him by his shirt to forcibly take a Wi-Fi and video with him. At about 4 p.m, while a group of our female PAP volunteers continued our engagement with the residents in the estate, they saw that their movements were being recorded by PSP members there. They also responded to do likewise. At about 5:30 p.m, our team of PAP volunteers encountered the PSP members again at the sheltered walkway on their way to the nearby coffee shop. The PSP members shouted at them and taunted them and took a photo of them. These photos have since been posted online by PSP members. Some female PAP volunteers who appeared in these Wi-Fis have fallen victim to doxing. That's a lot to unpack, but not being a member of the ruling class, I understand doxing to be about revealing private information that might embarrass or endanger the victim. Perhaps a residential address or a phone number. I'm just not sure if publishing someone's IC number would count. Now, I paid a visit to Ms. Lo's Facebook profile last night, and she not only had over 900 likes and 200 shares, she also had comments that criticized the PSP and show full support for her account of what happened. Now, here are some of the comments that make me feel like I'm from another planet. Pause the video if you want to read them. Now, we are all against bullying and definitely against assault, but it has been a day since Ms. Lo's shocking revelation. Slapping. I'm sure she has seen the videos taken by her volunteers Why not share with us at least one video of that slapping incident? People like me, who might want to support her, don't have as good an imagination as her followers. Actually, Miss Low, I've considered joining your party as a volunteer. But as a frail senior citizen in his 60s, I'm concerned about my own safety. Are your supporters aware that if they were slapped by a PSP member, you may decide not to call the police and allow PSP to make a police report against the victims? That's all for today, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Dot Rants. See you in the next video.